Welcome back to the second episode of Beats with Jay. In this episode, I share a few tips on how to get your name out there and grow your social media presence as a music producer. All episodes are also available as a podcast across all major music streaming platforms. So let's get started. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jay Ellyiot here, and welcome back to the second episode of Beats with Jay. All right, so for this episode, I'm going to talk about and share some tips on how to grow your social media presence as a music producer. Social media is a great tool to get yourself and your music out there. If you're not taking advantage of social media already, then I definitely think you're missing out. These are some things that have really helped me grow my brand and really getting myself, my name and my music out there. And they're all really just some simple, basic things. And I've kind of learned through trial and error what works and what doesn't. But I think I've gotten a good idea of how to present yourself and how you should present things and how to really take advantage and using all the resources you can online, because a lot of them are free. But yeah, just using it to your advantage so that you can help your brand, your business, your company, your music grow. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is owning a website. Now, do I think it's important to own a website? Yes and no. No, because I don't think it's necessary to start up a website like on Squarespace or Wix or anything like that. But I do think it's important to have a home to share all your work and all your social media links. So if you don't want to start a website, there's a lot of great alternatives out there that you can use to, have a home for all of your work. So I'm going to show you guys two examples. I'm going to show you my website, and then I'm going to show you an alternative that you can use instead of using a website. All right, so here's my website, and I use Squarespace to design and host my site. So my website has kind of evolved over the years, but I really knew that I wanted to make it super simple and to the point. I basically just wanted it to be kind of like a hub or a home where I can share some of my latest work, share some of my music, and all my social media links, and also a place where people can find to contact me if they want to. So if we scroll onto my website here, you have my name and then music and video producer, because that's what I mainly do, although I do a whole bunch of other things. I don't think it's necessary to list every single thing that you do. I think maybe, the main things that you do, and the main things that I do is music and video production. But I also dabble into photography, website design, graphic design, and all that stuff. So I could change that up to digital content creator, but for the most part, a lot of people know me for my music and my videos. So I just kept it at music and video producer. So if someone's trying to find a way to contact me, usually the first thing people will do is try and look up your website. And right away, as soon as you go on my website, you see the contact button right there. And then you have links to all of my socials and music right underneath. So you got my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Music, iTunes, and Spotify. And then you have the other buttons here, which is my about section, my work, and store. And then I have just a few things here on the main page that highlights certain things that I want to highlight. So obviously I want to highlight the latest YouTube video that I've done. So I have that here, and I just kept it simple, latest video. Then here's a link to my latest video, and then featured links. Feature links is basically just like, I'm highlighting certain things that I want to share, some cool projects that I worked on, anything really. So I have one of my other YouTube episodes, the work that I've done with Kev Turner and Intua, one of the videos here. And then also I have another video here that I've done with MSX Sound Design, just highlighting some of the work that I've done recently or something, that I thought was really cool. And I also have here at the very bottom a place where you can sign up for my newsletter. So also you have the tab here at the top where you can go home, which is the home page, my work section here. And I'm basically showcasing, some of the most recent work that I've done, or, I'm highlighting certain work which I think would be good to share, or projects that I thought were really cool working on. And I have it all here. And I make it really easy for people to learn about the project. I keep it really short and simple. And then if you click on the image, it'll direct you to the music. So this right here, worked with Dion a few years ago with the homie I Love Brandon when we had a group called Interstellar. and we did a couple tracks on his album here, which was in 2016. So yeah, go check that out if you want. So yeah, I have an About Me section over here, and then I have my store, and then the contact form. So again, really simple, man. Nothing too complicated. I wanted to make sure it was really easy to navigate. So what's also cool is they also have an app that you can use where you can edit your website. So if you're not in front of your laptop or computer, you could basically edit and update your website from your iPad and even on your iPhone. I mean, there's been times where I needed to update something on my website and I literally just did it on my iPhone. So you can do everything here. So Squarespace is great because they have a bunch of additional features that you can add on to your website. So you can start up an online store. You can start up a blog. You could also do newsletters and have and also collect like an email list. There's just a lot of different things you could do. But yeah, the reason why I chose Squarespace is because at some point in my career, I knew in the future that I was going to, sell some online products, start up a newsletter, start up a blog, and things like that. And I wanted to house everything in one website. I didn't want to use different websites for different things. If I could have a home just for everything, then it just makes the process a whole lot easier. Because you can have a website on Squarespace and then you can also have an online store on Sellfy. There's pros and cons using Squarespace as your store and Sellfy. I think you just need to find out what your needs are and decide, what best suits your needs. If you're just starting out and you have no idea about web design or whatever, they have a bunch of templates that you can use to get your website started. And with those templates, you can really customize it to how you want your website to look. So just go to their website and check it out. You could even test it out for free. Test it out if you like and see if you like it. But yeah, all the information is out there. So if you're considering also signing up for Squarespace, I would highly recommend YouTubing Squarespace because there's a lot of creators out there that are talking about Squarespace because they are sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by Squarespace, but the people that are offering away like free promo codes so you can get a subscription or, Squarespace at like a cheaper rate. So definitely check that out so you don't have to pay full price. So if you don't want to go through the whole process of starting up a website and doing all of that and want to keep it even more simple, there are other sites like Linktree, Lnk.Bio, Solo.to. So these type of sites are similar to a website, except it's more stripped down and really simple. Basically, it's just a home or a hub where you can direct people to your music, your social media, and whatever else, basically. So, for example, I'm going to show you the homie Kev Turner's Solo.to. So his is like really simple, but I think even if you're just starting out as a music producer, I think even having something like this is super helpful and really important because as you can see here, there's obviously you can put a profile picture of yourself, and then you can have like a background banner. He has his name. It says where you're from, so he's from West Philly, South Jersey, and you can also have a little, just a quick little thing about yourself here. Kev Turner was born and raised in Philadelphia during the 80s and 90s era in a neighborhood where respect is earned and not given. Kev Turner used the art of hip hop to stand out. And we also have two buttons here where you can email him and you could even text him. And over here, he has all his social media links and his music links. So he's got a Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, Apple Music, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So he has his Bandcamp link here, but you could also put other links. Like you can embed videos. So if you made like a music video to one of your beats, you could embed the music video in here, and you can share other links. Like you could share, like he just has his Bandcamp link here, but if you just dropped a single, then you can share the link to like your latest single. If you drop a single and you're like promoting it on Instagram, like, yeah, go to my Spotify profile at spotify.com/ blah, 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 where you can just be like, yeah, link in bio. And then you click on the link. And then once they click on the link, you'll go here and then you'll just have it like latest single or whatever. If I was a music producer and I was just starting out, even if I wasn't just starting out, if I didn't have a website, I would probably use this because it's super simple and you have everything here that you need to direct people to where you want to basically. Man, so many times where I find someone dope online and I want to check out their website or check out some other music that they've made, and I'll go and search for it and I don't see anything. There's no email or contact, no links to the other socials, and no links to the website or anything like that. You know, there's some other people out there that won't spend the time to try and search you or whatever. I guess what I'm trying to say is you want to cause the least amount of friction for someone to discover your other work. The more you make it easier for someone to find your work and to find a way to contact you and to find a way to your other socials, the more likely that person is going to start following you and and really start checking out your work. If you're creating friction and making it harder for people to find your work, they may not be interested anymore. And that's just the way it is, man. Like today, people's attention spans are super short. The second you lose their attention, that's it, man. It could have been like a missed opportunity or whatever. What if it was someone really important or, a big artist or a record label or something? Someone who's trying to contact you or reach out to you or try and check out more of your work. They go to find out that they can't find anything, not even a website, not even an email or links to your music or whatever. It could be a missed opportunity. So, yes, you want to make things as simple and as easy as possible. And just like this on Kev Turner's page on his Solo.to, this is more than enough. You know what I mean? At least if you're someone who's trying to find your other socials or find your music and find your other work, you pretty much have everything here that you need to find out about, this person or how to contact them or whatever. If you don't want a website, get something like this to house and to have a home for everything. I can't stress that enough, man. Like, and it's super easy to do this. Like, it takes 2 seconds. So if you're not doing this, man, like you need to do it. You need to do it if you're really trying to take this serious and you really want to get your music and your name out there. It's a no-brainer, man. Like you just got to do it. If you don't do something like this, you might miss out on some opportunities, but if you do something like this, you won't miss out on possible opportunities. So I highly recommend starting up a website or starting up something like this, a Solo.to, where you have like a hub and a home for all your work. And yeah, that's it. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is uploading and sharing your music online. Now, you might be thinking that's super obvious, but you'd be surprised at the amount of people who don't upload their music. If you're a music producer, then you should be sharing your music online, whether it's Spotify or Apple Music. If you don't want to use Spotify or Apple Music, there's things like Bandcamp. If you don't want to use Bandcamp, you can use SoundCloud. There's a lot of different options that you can use to share your music or a place where people can listen to your music. I remember before on Instagram I was really going hard on uploading like beat videos. I upload like mad beat videos, just showcasing little video clips of me making beats on like Beatmaker or Reason or whatever. And I had no music online. People in the comment section would be like, yo, where can I listen to your music? Where can I find your music? Is there anywhere where I can stream your music? And I was like, shit, no, I don't. I don't have anything online. But just give me a minute and I'll upload it. Right then and there is kind of like a missed opportunity already, because if I'm gonna be showcasing like mad videos on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, showcasing my beats, then I better have a place where people can listen to my music, because basically these are potential people that could be a fan of your music. And it's not the same listening experience for someone to go on like Instagram and Twitter and go through like your post to listen to like a beat. So when that happened, I told myself like, okay, this doesn't make sense. If I'm making beat videos and if I'm making videos on YouTube or whatever, and I have no music online for people to listen to, then I'm not going to make any more videos. So I made it a point to make sure that I had music that I can share online and that people can listen to if, they were to discover me on YouTube and Instagram. That's how lots of people get discovered now these days, is through videos on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. That's how people are getting discovered now. It's a lot easier for music producers to get discovered because they can showcase themselves making beats on whatever program it is that they're using and then putting it out there online. And then when someone sees that video, it's just a snowball effect. Someone's gonna watch the video, they're gonna like your beats, they're gonna want to hear more beats. They go to your website, then they go to your Spotify. Bam, that's it. Right then and there, they have access to everything. So the work is already done. Like because you've already set everything up, you don't have to do anything anymore because you've made it easy for people to find what it is that they're looking for from you. If you're a music producer and you make music, just make sure that you have and you share your music online. Um, Shout out to my boy Maddie from Italy because he always preaches that to me all day, every day. And I myself, man, like I need to be more consistent with uploading music, but at least I can say that I do have music online that I can share if people are looking for it. So, yeah, if you haven't uploaded any music online and you're a music producer, yeah, definitely, you know, go and start sharing your music and uploading it, and you start building that fan base and start building that momentum, so that people will want to come back for more and listen to more of your music. Yeah, that's it. So another thing that I want to talk about is video content. So if you're a music producer and you're trying to get your work out there, I think most people would agree that the best way to showcase and share what you do is through video, whether that's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. It's a lot easier to get people's attention when you showcase your music and your work through video. When you're listening to music with no visuals, you don't see the process. That's why it's super cool for producers to make videos, because you can show the process, you can share the process of how that beat was made. A lot of the stuff that's in music, people don't even recognize it until you actually show it to them. But I think if you're really serious and if you really want to get yourself and your name out there, you'll take the time to learn how to shoot a video, what camera you might want to use, and etc. But if you plan on shooting videos for like your beats and your music, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, and just start off with what you have. So if you have an iPhone, then use your iPhone, because the iPhone, hands down, is like the best thing to use, especially if you're starting out and really getting into video. If you already have an iPhone, then you're already pretty good, and everything is just a process. Like you'll want to upgrade naturally. So if you start off with an iPhone recording videos, say if you do that for a little bit, you might notice and recognize things that you want within a camera, because when you're shooting with your iPhone, it's not it's not the best in like low light. You need a lot of light if you want to shoot with an iPhone. So from there, you might be like, okay, what camera is good in low light? Maybe you want a camera with good autofocus, and then you'll start googling and learning new things as you go on. But learning video is like a whole other thing. I'm not gonna go off on it too much, but if you guys want me to get into it, I can make a completely different video about video gear and what video gear I would recommend for producers if you're just starting out and you wanted to get into like video production, making videos specifically for music production. Yeah, just leave a comment or whatever and let me know. But yeah, shooting video content to really get yourself, your name, your music out there is a really great opportunity for you to grow, for sure. And another way to showcase your videos is showcasing the program that you use to make beats. So if you're using Ableton and you're going to be making a video, show that you're using Ableton within that video, and then once it's complete, upload it, and then you could tag Ableton, and hopefully they share your video, and then it kind of opens up the door to all of their followers and all that. With that being said, if you are using a specific program to make beats and you do plan on tagging the company or brand that you're using to make beats, make sure you present it in a way that they'll want to share it. Even just do a little research. Just if you're going to be doing a video using Ableton, see what other content that they're reposting and sharing from other producers. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to copy what they're doing. It'll give you an idea of how to present your work and what would increase your chances of getting that brand's attention. But just take into consideration, man, like how you present your work if you're trying to get the attention of other brands, and see if whatever it is that you're doing and what you're creating aligns with what they're doing. And most likely they're going to share your work, or they're going to hit you up or whatever. So Definitely keep that in mind. All right, y'all, that about wraps it up for this one. If you enjoyed this episode and if you want to hear more content about this subject, because there's a lot of things outside of the music itself that plays a huge part into what we do. So yeah, if you want to hear more stuff about this and anything else related to it, just leave a comment below and let me know. And just a reminder, if you want to listen to the audio version of this series, maybe you're cruising in the whip and you can't watch the video at the moment, just check out the links in the description box below to find where you need to go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Thank you all for tuning in to the second episode of Beats with Jay. Don't forget that all episodes are also available as a podcast across all major music streaming platforms. See y'all in the next one.